There was a lot of speculation and a lot of guessing. So what's actually happening with this patch? We'll take a look at the patch notes and check out what's new. So it's true, the new water body is out, a level 1 water body. That means if we now start the game from scratch, completely fresh, or even if we just feel like it later on, we can head straight to this water body. Which means for you as a beginner, if you're more into fishing at classic European spots, then Mosquito Lake might be something for you. And if you're more interested in American fish species and a bit more into spinning, and maybe want a little more action, then of course the new US map, Elk Lake, is much more interesting for you. Important to know, on computers that don't meet the minimum requirements, Elk Lake won't work. So that means if your PC can't handle it, you won't be able to travel to this water body. And what do we all want to see, of course? We want to see new fish. And here they come. 19 new fish species. 19! So, we've definitely got some work to do. 19 different fish species, from easy to catch, since it's also a beginner map, to more challenging ones. And once the servers are live, we'll take a look at what's really new and check out how to best catch these fish. And what's really fantastic, especially for spin fishers, we've got new spinning lures and also a brand new rigging style. Spin baits and skirted jigs are now available. That's pretty nice. And to make proper use of the skirted jigs, we've now got the matching rig too. The skirted jig rig has been added. On top of that, new soft plastic lures have been introduced in a wide variety of colors. They're now available. And you could say these lures really pack a punch. They might work really well at many other water bodies too. So new soft plastic lures from Texas Lures and Redmond Tackle are now up for sale. Since we're now entering a whole new region, the US, we also have new bait fish, 3 new bait fish to be precise. These bait fish can be bought in shops, just like you do with the current ones. But in this shop, you can only buy these 3 new bait fish, which might be a hint that these are the only ones you should use there, because they're the ones that work in that region. These bait fish, of course, can not only be bought, but also fished and then converted into bait fish. To make it even easier for beginners to get started in RF4 and to progress more quickly. There are again books available that give you the first 30% skill points. The books Float Fishing for Beginners and Spinning for Beginners can now be purchased. So that means if you're just starting the game and you think, okay, I'd like to invest a bit, then this is a way to boost a skill from level 0 to 30. For example, here in spinning, this is one possible path, and you've already unlocked quite a bit. Or in float fishing, you're even already through, up to Bolognese rod fishing, and that of course makes float fishing a whole lot easier, compared to bottom fishing with short rods. In the shops, the prices for spinner baits, spoons, and wobblers from the brand Siberia have been reduced. Also very practical for beginners, so that even at lower levels, where you don't have that much silver, you can buy a good variety of lures. The sale of spinners, spoons, and wobblers from the manufacturer. Express fishing has been discontinued, so these lures are now completely out of the game, or at least they can't be sold anymore, until eventually they all get bitten off by pike. And a few bugs have also been fixed. Some collectible cards showed a rating that didn't match the description. Also fixed, the weather didn't change sometimes. That had caused confusion in recent weeks. Players had different weather at the same time on the same map. That should now be resolved. Now, I'm not standing at the new map right now, but at Mosquito Lake. Mosquito was one of the last water bodies that got reworked and redesigned with newer ideas from the game developers. And the new water body will also be brought up to that new design standard. We'll get beautifully winding areas and spots where you can just visually tell that looks like a really good spot. And you can definitely go by that. Just let yourself be guided by whether it looks like a good place. Maybe there are trees in the water, or you see some grass, then that's a good area to spin or float fish. So that's really a valid option to go just by appearance. And now, of course, we'll need to search again. That means we'll be starting everything from scratch and exploring and testing at the water body. Testing, just like always. That's absolutely key. Also, super important, this is a water body that works really well for float fishing in general, but also for spinning. Bottom fishing, maybe not quite ideal here. You can still try it for some specific fish species, but the focus of this map is clearly on spinning and float fishing. So let's hope everything kicks off at 2 p.m. and then of course we'll head straight into the next video. We'll take a close look at everything. Which lures are really new? How do you first approach this water body? What can you do especially well there? Let's hope we can jump into the game again at 2 p.m. because by then the server should be live again. And when that happens, I'll jump straight into the next video, of course, and then we'll check it out together. How and where to start best at the new map, what you need, so what setups are necessary, and how to really get to all the new fish species. So, look forward to an exciting new water body. See you at the water. Leave a like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and then I'll see you in the next video or in the live stream. Until then, tight lines.